Building Iron Man's Cave, part 31. Don't mind my dog. So I finished the wall on the right side today. This is the last bit of wall I had to complete. So this is basically how the archway is going to look. This is how high it's going to be. I put some bigger pieces in here just to kind of lift it up. It was originally like pretty much right here, but again, my suit's going to be very tall, so I wanted to have you know, a really good height clearance. So I raised it up quite a bit, so that way I can easily walk through here. Like I said, for the front, once I'm finished, you know, kind of making everything nice and stable, I'm going to be putting concrete cinder blocks lining the whole arc of the cave, just like the movie. So I really want a nice rocky entrance. I think that would look really, really cool. I should have enough cinder blocks to do it. I mean, I have plenty behind the shed, as you guys, I think, saw last video. But yeah, so another news, the walls came out really, really good. I'll do a quick kind of tour and walk through here. I'm running out of light here, but so the suit is actually going to be built right here. Originally, I was going to do it here, but it'd be kind of in the the way of like the whole path. So, you know, I figured, and also, you know, I'd have to install the whole beam and everything to build it on and mount it from, which would be problematic. It'd be much easier to have a beam, which I was originally going to do anyway, going from here to the end of that corner there, and then having the suit hang off of that. So I'm going to have the suit right here. So it is exactly 20 steps of walking. If you're walking an Iron Man suit, it was 20 steps all the way to the entrance of the cave. So the whole goal is that when this is all completed, and the suit is also completed, I'll be kind of reenacting and remaking the whole Iron Man suit scene when he comes out of the cave. So the suit will be here, and I'll be walking just like right down through here. And then I'll have the whole entrance here. And then it's going to be all the concrete blocks lining the front. So would you be good? Come on. You don't need to be like that. You're crazy. You're crazy. Stop. So yeah, so it came out really, really good. I'm going to show you guys a top view from the second floor of just how the design came out for this place. It looks, again, I was looking at the dates of when I was working on this project, and I actually started this truthfully on September 4th. So, you know, considering it's the 23rd, I've only been doing this for, you know, 19 days, and a good amount of those days of actually working. So I've been working on this probably for like a good, I'd say like week, honestly. This is probably like a full week's worth of effort. So this is basically the design, the kind of overall layout and perimeter of the whole cave. So you have like the entrance right there. You have this nice long hallway, and then it kind of splits off and widens here. You have the second floor stairway, and then you kind of have this nice opened up room, which includes the forge, and then you have the suit chamber, and then the entrance to the shed. So, you know, the more I look at this and realize that like all this is basically made out of scraps, not including the wood here, which I did buy. I did buy all these 2x8 pieces of wood, and obviously the 2x4s. Most of those I did buy, but the pallets I got for free. So the majority of parts used for this entire operation have been for free. So including the ladder as well. This was also free from the dump. So, and the skylight. So yeah, that's pretty much my big update for today. You know, once I am done with the hallway, and I'm going to try to work, after the entrance is completed, I'm going to try to work on the roof here and basically just work my way back this way, just because right now I'm kind of at a standstill with this side of the cave, because I need to get that third beam here. I need to install that third beam, and it's like $27. I believe it's either 20. Yeah, you know, I think it's like $23. But I just, like, you know, again, I'm trying to save my money. You know, I haven't got my next paycheck yet from the restaurant, so I'm waiting on my paycheck, and then once I get that, I'll buy the beam. But for now, until I get to that money, I'm just trying to kind of work on the easy part, which is the main entrance to the cave over here. But yeah, I'll just give you kind of a streets perspective look at it. So I think I might have explained this in the last video, but I'm actually gonna be painting the inside of the walls of the hallway black. So when you look at this from when all this is, you know, obviously kind of not preserved, but when I have wooden sheets to cover all the spaces, it's going to appear, you know, dark and kind of cavernous. So, but you can see how tall this is just from the archway here. It's gonna be a very, very tall entrance. Now, I've really, truly, I think I've actually tripled the length of what I used to have as just a single shed. I mean, there's a shed, and then I got this, and now I go like to this. So, not to say that, you know, I've tripled the amount of space I have, but it's pretty cool to instead of just seeing like a little shed, to see this huge addition and just like all this space, you know, because even though I'm painting the walls black and I'm probably going to just have this more of a cinematic, you know, entrance, you know, I could still hang tools on the walls and stuff and still kind of do something. I might like, you know, line, you know, fluorescent lights going down the sides, perhaps, which I think would be pretty cool. You know, I wish I could build more this way, but, you know, following the only law I think I'm actually following is the zoning, which, you know, that they built the shed. They put that a certain amount of feet from the street. So, you know, which is fine. I've built so much, honestly. It's not overwhelming, but it's pretty amazing to see how much I've actually built in less than 2 weeks here. It's actually kind of bizarre. It's almost like it just appeared like nowhere. I did leave myself also, you know, I wanted to leave myself enough space, you know, for the snow blowing, you know, of the winter time, and having a, you know, just general path to the, you know, back side of the house. But it's just like, it's super cool to just walk through here and just see this like huge structure, just like, you know, next to me. It's like so bizarre. And likewise, you know, just walking this way, like, it's just super cool. I mean, I have no regrets. You know, this second floor is going to cost some money to build just because of the parts I need, or finishing off the second floor. But in regards to this, like, this just looks like a cave. It looks like I'm entering something. And when this is all covered and the roof is here and everything, it's going to seem even more like a cave, because, you know, you're walking through this like kind of narrow corridor, and then you have this nice big open up, and then you walk through here and you have like another room. You know, it's going to be so cool. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. So anyway, I'm dragging this out. I will see you guys in video 32. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.